Maybe it does. But the therapist, you probably seek 3 therapists.
I have 2.
Okay, you should.
As you should. I think you should have 2.
Well, not necessarily. I don't have any.
No, it's good to have 2 because in my case, the reason why I have 2 is because one of them, she decided to drop the PRN and do half days of therapy, like not too much therapy. She wanted to focus on her family.
Okay.
That's fine. I'm gonna get another one.
Okay.
Because I'm in a space where I need them.
Yeah, you. I can tell.
Okay.
So you want to do that? You want to do it? Because we can. Are we doing this today? I just want to know. Are we doing?
Well,
it?
I'm just sharing with you.
No, I'm just sharing with you. Are we doing it today or not? Because we can.
Sir, we're not doing it on TV
All right.
today.
We're not gonna do it on TV.
We're not doing it later after the show either, sir.
Okay.
Mind your business.
I don't
Stay
know why
safe.
he tries me,
So wait a minute,
America.
if it was Wednesday, y'all may be going
Okay,
at it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We done been on it on TV. Go look on the YouTube. I got one of that. We went at it.
Right.
We done went at it on TV. Yeah, that's my boy. But
Chemistry is crazy.
the therapy is an important piece, but I also think that the piece coming from the parenting is vital too. Because I know mothers that have raised their children and punched their sons in the chest. Don't you cry. Get up, you fail, you scraped your knee, so a tear better not come out of your eye. I've seen this with my own eyes, like, okay, you learned that from your mama. I've seen that in young parents, or you've learned that in the store, even in the store. Remember how we used to get the talk? Don't touch nothing when you get out this car. Don't do none of that. I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that, and now the kids, they're doing the same thing. Don't touch nothing when you get out this car. And then I was in Walmart, God for sake. I hate Walmart. The girl was in there. It was I don't want to say ghetto. She was an urban woman, okay? And she was in there, and she had 4 boys.
Okay.
And they were rapid. They were running rapid through the store.
Okay, little boy.
And the little boys. And she literally slapped one upside the head. And a woman was like, you shouldn't hit your children like that. You know, you can get reported to the Child Protection Services. That's what she said. See how she didn't control her emotion that quick? You see how quick that happened?
Right.
No, but you see how quick that happened. Like,
Right.
she wasn't even a person. You see how her mind frame went straight to, well, I'll hit you. That's not controlling your emotion.
No, but I can tell. I'm not saying that's not nothing that I would do.
No,
but yeah, that lady.
But
I
that's
could tell
exactly
where
what
she was.
That's exactly what she did. She was like, "Well, are they yours?" Because I would hit you, and I was like, "Damn," you know what I'm saying? But now the kids seeing this, and this is what is being programmed in their brain.
Right.
You can't sit here and say A, B, and C, and you doing the same thing. Where's the change coming from? You get me?
We had callers say they want to call in to your show.
Well, you didn't plug a phone.
Oh, yeah, no, sir, it's not that. You can push some buttons over here.
Mm-hmm.
Push all green lights in the last 3.
This one here?
That one, next one, the next one that I go up to where it says that blue button. Click on that.
It's already blue.
Okay, do it again, please.
Okay, it's blue. Oh, you must be finna use your number.
Don't worry about that.
Well, yeah, call. I wasn't expecting
super
calls today, but this is
dope.
cool. That's why the CEO is here. You know what I'm saying?
Like that.
Captain, make it happen.
Captain, make it happen, David.
Aye.
Listen. So listen, at the top of this hour, we're going to talk about 2 other important things that I want to go against. But we're going to wait for this caller to come in before we jump on them. But we are moving into the next hour since Darrell got capabilities on phone
You have capability as well.
and stuff.
But
and
that's okay.
everything.
We continue on this conversation.
Okay, well, then we're going to move on.
Moving on to the top of the hour.
Top of the hour. Well, listen, Tabitha, tell these folks what's up.
Hey, make sure you download that ATL app. Make sure you looking at us via, I'm sorry, I was about to say looking at us, but download that app.
Y'all
You
can
can go
look.
through that. You can do that on YouTube too, because that's what we do, and on Cluster TV. So you can do both. You can look and you can hear.
Okay, great. And also, if for the YouTube audience, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and leave me some, hit the notification bell, because I want you to like catch this episode with me arguing with that fool right there.
The
Captain.
entertainment of it all.
The comic
You know,
relief.
you know what? This time, Tabitha, I do apologize for you.
Hey, listen.
Because I sit in that chair. He probably want to say some nasty things to
I
you
don't.
too, but you being a woman, he's
I don't
not
say
saying nasty things to you. Well, you probably
she doesn't invoke nasty things to be
who
said.
invoked nasty
You.
message to you? I'm not the flowers and stuff like that. I wouldn't do that to you, sir. The shade of it all, right?
Oh my God! I can't believe you said that.
See, guys, this is why you have to tune in every Saturday.
God,
You never know what you
that.
might get.
Oh, you were such an a-hole. Is this thing? You want this thing to be blinking because it's blinking?
Look, you hold it down, please. Yes.
How long you want me to hold it?
Hold it down. This is one other light you don't have green on over there.
This one?
Yes. No, that's fine. Yes.
That was right. Okay,
Okay.
stop blinking. See, this is live. See, it's real live. It's real candid and live.
It is a candy conversation.
It's happening live.
I need to like step away from a minute. But
Go ahead, step on.
Is it okay if I step?
I have to try to edit you out of the frame.
But no, I mean we got to get cameraman back here, and he can take you. If you just talk, you can look into that camera right over there, sir. While you holding this conversation, don't
Yes.
look at because he'll cut me out as I walk away.
Okay.
But I'm going to keep.
I'm going right to my camera.
There you go.
Hi, y'all. Listen, welcome back to the top of the hour. We're going to move into the next conversation while Darrell is doing things technically in the background. I'm glad he's here. So I wanted to transition over to judgment.
Woo.
Okay. So, God, we're in such a judgmental society world. It has been happening since the beginning of time.
And will continue to
And will
happen.
continue to happen. And to be the most, I just don't understand why people just can't mind their own business.
Where's the fun in that? You're asking me to mind my own business. Where is the fun in me not being all up in your business and all up in your backyard?
I mean, you'd have to have some business to mind. How about your own?
I don't need to mind mine. I'm minding yours.
That's the thing. And that's what a lot of people mess up at, minding other people's business. But it is what it is. If you look at the world of entertainment, you're trying to see what's happening with the latest celebrity, and then they're being judged. Don't even know the person from a can of paint. You done put your whole life judgment on them, and
Right.
you done did everything else. But you ain't the quickest one to throw a stone at a glass house. Okay, so I wanted to kind of hit judgment. CPO. I'm gonna start with you.
Well, as you stated so nicely, you know, it's been going on since the beginning of time, going on now. It's going to be going on forever, just part of what we do. Judging is a way that we relate to things as well. I think where it ends up going wrong, as you mentioned, is when we start to, you know, make assessments about people that you have no idea on their backstory. You have no idea on what has brought them to where they are. And you're basically judging them versus how you think something should be, right? So I think you should dress a certain way. I think you should talk a certain way. I think you should do something a certain way. And I'm using that judgment based on how I see things and how I judge myself, right? So I don't like to wear, you know, maybe tight-fitting clothes, but you do. So now here I am having a conversation about how you have chosen to express, you know, the way you like to dress.
Yeah.
So I think the judging, again, is part of how we also process information, right? So I have to take some information in, I have to make some judgments about it, and then that's how I decide my next step. That's how I decide, you know, what I'm going to do too. So it's part of what we do and who we are. But again, when it starts to, again, go into somebody else's arena, where I'm trying to tell G how to live G's life, I'm judging G based on how I measure success, how I measure relationships and things like that. So the judging, again, we like it. That's why I like some of the cooking shows. I like to see the judges judge stuff, the American Idols, then the beauty pageants and things like that. So part of it is, you know, being on that stage where somebody is giving you some feedback on some stuff. But again, I think it's a thin line.
Is it feedback or is it judgment?
It's both, because again, now in the case where I'd say like American Idol and stuff like that, you sign up for that, right? You sign up to present your information or your talent or whatever, and then you sign up to have somebody give you feedback, right? So with the judging personally though, right? So if I say, well, gee, I don't really like that shirt, or gee, I don't like the way you live in your life, then it's still feedback, right? It's me taking in your information and giving you feedback based on how I think it should look to me. Now, your job is to figure out whether or not my judgments mean something to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And even on that, I even think about that, like when you're talking about like an American Idol where they tell them like, no, you're not good and stuff like that. And then you go on to be, you know what I'm saying, great and all that other stuff. So I think it has its place because it allows you to adjust when you need to. It allows you to, again, take some of the feedback and take what you need from it. Sometimes you don't need anything from it. and go from there.
Okay. Miss Barb, how do you feel about
Judgment.
judgment, especially like I know with the genre that you're in now with battle rap, and I know sometimes the lyricists may use lyrics to judge and stuff like that, and
That's good.
just everyday life. How do you feel about judgment? Welcome back.
Absolutely, we missed you. You know, it goes a lot to what Tab was saying with the example of American Idol, because with battle rap, we agree that we're going to come in here and we're going to talk to each other, right? So what I love about battle rap is it's showing how to communicate with somebody, letting somebody say exactly what they want to say to you. You're going to have an opportunity to say exactly what you're going to say to them. Everybody keeps their hands to themselves. Okay, so this is an example of communication, because all communication may not necessarily be like how we're sitting around this table and it's also nice. Sometimes you want to yell, sometimes you want to scream. That doesn't mean I'm going to shoot you. It just means that, you know, I got something on me and I want to get it off. And we're mature enough to be able to handle that sort of conversation. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So as far as judgment goes, as far as battle rap goes, yeah, it's an agreement. So, but if we're not in agreement, I stay away from judging people, because I spend too much time judging me. That's the only reason why I'm not judging nobody else, because I'm judging me at all times. And I'm big on, is it a judge, like when you asked Tab, is that a feedback or is it judgment? So I'm big on, well, am I stating facts or is it a judgment? And so I like to live in the realm of, I'm speaking facts to you, baby.
But how can you?
I'm speaking facts to you.
How do you know if you're speaking somebody facts on their life?
Well, for one, if you ask me, that's what I'm saying. I stay away from it. I really do spend 99.9% of the time focusing in on what can I do to better myself.
Has it always been that way?
Of course not. It's a learning experience. You see what I'm saying? And so I really, when I hear the scripture like, how you talking about what's in this person's eye and you got a whole boulder in yours, it fascinated me how people can be blind to themselves. I wanted to know, what was I blind to? What's blocking me? You know, and I remember that realization back in 2005. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was always angry. I was always yelling. You know what I mean? Why? Because I felt pressure. You know, I got kids and the marriage. We got to make it work. I got to get to work on time.
Right.
I got a boss. I got to make him happy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And so something sat me down and was just like, hey, you know what I mean? Take the time to figure you out.
Yeah.
Figure you out. And so
That's good,
that's
'cause
what I
some
did.
people-
Come on,
So-
boy, let them have it.
Well, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, it's just about keeping it 100 with
100.
yourself.
Yes.
Okay, come on, Amen Corner.
I mean, it is amen. What are you talking about?
Judgment
Judgment. Do I judge people?
all the damn time.
You know what? I think as I got older, I don't care anymore. I don't judge people. I don't. I really.
Some people are in a position to
Yeah,
judge.
now, I don't have to judge
I mean,
anymore.
no,
I
I'm
don't
not in a
care
position to judge anybody.
about people anymore. I mean, because we all, it's the reason why, I mean, this person might have one of her legs chopped off because she had sugar and something like that, you know, you know what I'm saying? So I can't judge you because you had sugar or you got gout because you ate too much fried chicken.
I don't know where you go.
Yes.
Where'd you go and do when you left the stage?
You heard me say it, right?
G.
Fried chicken.
No, I'm saying it for
No,
a reason.
she eats plenty of fried chicken.
But you know what? But no, I love fried chicken too, but I don't eat it as much as I used to. I had some fried
Lies.
chicken yesterday night
Right.
before last. But see, no. Because I had a conversation with somebody and he said, you know, such and such got gout. I said, they got sugar. He said, no, just gout. Because they ate the wrong thing. Then my sister called me about her twin sister, which is my sister too, in California. And she said that, she said that she called her at 7:30 in the morning, texted her, said, I said, what did she say? She said, I got high blood pressure. So she had to call 911. I said, what was the pressure? 150 of 110. So I didn't know, that's just crazy. She needs to see a psychiatrist. 150 over 110. It wasn't like 180 over 120. But I said, what did she eat last night? A whole bag of potato chip. You 59 damn years old, you eating a whole bag of potato. Not saying I don't do it. But you know what I'm saying? But I got control.
But your pressure don't.
Yeah, I got some blood pressure pills, but I use them as more diet pill. Thank God I lost like 6 pounds in the past week. Cause I did. I got some good sugar, but I use my pills for weight loss. Thank God I lost 6 pounds this week for the pressure pills. I did, but no, I don't really judge people anymore. I mean, because like it don't matter anymore what you look like. I would judge G because he's on that level that you have to judge him. Tear him down any chance you can, Tabitha. I mean, because if somebody say some nasty things to you, slick.
I want
when
to
you're
say
not
some
around.
nasty things to your ass right now.
But see, but that's
I
not
can't.
good though. I mean, we having an honest
And
conversation.
you honestly are
I
lying.
mean, and you are on TV.
Not yet.
Well, I mean,
The episode hasn't aired.
well, so you see what I'm
I'm
saying?
on live radio now. When you see the playback, just look at my facial expression.
I was gonna say your expression is gonna tell it all.
Because there are judges all day long.
You think so?
I don't think so. I know it for a fact.
Who do I judge?
Well, me for one,
Yeah, you probably. Yeah, certain people I do judge. I do judge you.
and people that are lackluster on this station to get judged all the time. So what is you talking about?
But is
No.
that business or is that personal?
Now, business wise, I would judge you business wise, not person. I don't care about your personal life, but business wise, I am going because if you sit there and do things that's awkward or inadequate, because several folks, we got something you got to play.
Go ahead.
I just can't do it. I won't judge people.
Lies. Oh, lies!
Oh my God.
But see, and that's fine. But see, if he knew what he was doing, he would have that push button on the board. He could play that.
Well,
thing
you ain't
right.
having it, but we ain't talking about me. We talking
Thank
about
you.
your lying.
And so that's what
Because you be judging. Stop lying.
who do I judge?
People all day long.
We can say name. Give me a name. It's called,
Me, Sean.
Of course, y'all too. Oh, I have to judge y'all. Certain people I do judge. People,
So
you know,
what's
right?
the backstory that we're
Right,
missing?
I'm
No,
messing with
certain
Captain.
people who
I'm
I
messing
care
with
about, I do judge.
I'm messing
I
with
mean, like, if you're not gonna come to work on time, I'm judging you. What's the problem here? You shouldn't be here.
But that's kind of like what Barb was saying. A little bit of that is business too, though,
I
right?
mean, that's true, but I know we playing around.
Right.
But like seriously, like the people who get judged with their lifestyles, women who get pregnant and have abortions, the judgment really comes from the church. A lot of that happens in
And
there.
then,
It's just a lot of judgment just everywhere you
I
go.
mean, 'cause like they judge people because their lifestyles and stuff like that. I don't care, you know, like that. But I don't want to tell people about my lifestyles. They not their business, but they can judge me.
Yeah.
I don't care because halftime, you know, I just put them all in. Let me say no more. 'Cause I used to go to a different
No,
level.
please
with that.
don't. Just calm down.
Barb, look at Barb, like, look at what the hell?
Calm
I'm
down.
saying the same thing. You know, I do because I mean, this woman called me last night. I told Jesus, she called me Darrel. I said, "What's that, ma'am?" I think you ain't know who else should go on this TV show, Rocking the Block, and say hi to my husband. That's the same woman who wanted me, then I didn't want her, and then her husband got mad at me. Then she made the husband come apologize to me. And then this is the crazy thing. Yes, I'm saying it. I hope she ain't listening.
He said, yeah, I'm saying
I hope she is listening.
Then she gonna tell me, she said, she invited me to dinner. We got to the house for dinner. I said, where the husband at? Oh, he had to work. It's just us. But then the husband came. Husband thought I wanted his wife.
Making a judgment call,
He
thinking that you
judged. He
wanted.
judged
No, I
you.
didn't want that.
Friend,
I was friends with that good woman. That woman wanted me.
Right.
Ooh.
And she said, I can change you.
Ain't no thing like an old fella gonna change somebody, baby.
She gonna throw her legs up, she said.
Oh,
She did.
Oh my goodness.
Nasty devil. Yes, this is like these judge being things. Kind of fool. Yeah, I
We
mean.
wonder what a
and
30-year-old
then the-
narcissist.
Yeah.
Oh my, not
and
when
then
a
the day,
60-year-old's doing
then
that.
the husband walked. Then she like came and she buy me all these gifts and stuff. She bring food to the good door.
was a sugar mama.
Yes.
oh, not the sugar.
And I'm like, I'm a married good man. I don't need no woman
Wait,
buy.
you a married good man.
Yes. And then all of a sudden one day her husband knocked on the door and said, "Hey, what's going on?" I just want to call my wife. Woman out there in the car. I want to come tell you I apologize for what? I thought you wanted my wife. So why would I want that woman?
Oh,
I said, I am who I am.
That is insecurity on his part.
I said, I don't want
But
you.
then
So you
again,
can
he
waste
knew
my
something
good door,
about his
too.
wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but these people always doing me like this.
So it's the judgment, the call. He's like, he really thought you wanted his wife.
Yeah, this woman hit me up in the grocery store one day with a kid. I said, "Ma'am, what can I do for you?" She said, "Well, you ain't going nowhere until you give me that number."
Oh, they still do that.
Yeah, they still do that.
They're bolder nowadays, huh?
Isn't
But she a woman in her 30s because I know you have a problem with those.
no, this woman. No, she had to be an older woman. She's like a mature, really. She had to be like in her 40s, mature woman.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh my God, why do I keep dealing with this old bull crap?
I mean, you can't help the women think you attractive. That's
No, I don't have time for this foolishness. I'm like trying to sit there and live for the Lord. That's all I'm trying to do, live for the Lord. And it's the hasty old decisions these women make. They're like Jezebels.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Dr.
not a
Jezebel.
Jezebel.
Yes,
Come
they
on.
are.
not all, right?
Not all women.
No, we just talk about the ones that
But
keep
the
coming
one
up to him.
that you attract.
Oh,
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, we getting off.
Well, we
Come
talking
back.
about judge.
Yeah,
I'm coming back. Come on. The Holy Ghost said, come back. We there already. Mm-hmm.
Come back.
See, they said the old pastor said one day in the church, the later you get, the better I feel. What time is it?
Oh Lord.
Yes, indeed. I feel a whole lot better now. Just that just makes you feel good.
Talk to us.
Yes.
Talk to us.
Like
Lord,
it's almost putting flowers in your garden.
I'm sorry, y'all, what's happening right now. I really apologize.
I'm just sitting here trying to make you feel good.
Did you go and spike the water or something?
I asked him what did he do when he left. And
You
came
went and took
back.
some fentanyl.
Well, no, I
or
had to sit there and get
something?
everything together.
Not the fentanyl.
He
Yeah.
did something, fentanyl. What you done?
Well, that man bought me a smoothie.
I put some fentanyl in.
Yeah,
Hey,
And
but
he's
no-
loose.
that fentanyl is not no game.
He's loose.
I don't know. I hadn't took a drug. Well, only time taking that blood pressure pill to lose some weight. Like I said, I told you I lost 6 pounds this week.
So all you need is those Ozempic pen.
Well, that's too much money for my insurance. I'm changing my insurance. And I
Your
have
insurance don't cover that.
Well, no, actually, do okay.
Get you those Ozempic pens.
Well, no,
You'll lose weight
I have
immediately.
military insurance and I have government insurance. The government insurance too high. I think I should have
So
canceled
you
that.
can use that good old military.
I will in October.
Okay.
Sure will.
Yeah, they probably charge a lot.
Yeah, I'm sorry for y'all taking you off track
You're
here.
good.
Y'all just pay
No,
my
it's
always
stress.
good conversation.
It's good. I like when it go off track. It's funny. But so
Funny.
the judgment thing is like I'm just reading articles, watching. It's just everywhere you turn. You know what I'm saying? Like people can't control how they was birthed. People can't control who they like and whom they love. People in the church need to just stop.
What do you need to stop doing?
They just need to stop reading out that 1,000-year-old book and update it.
Well, you can't update the Bible.
Yes, you
The
can.
word is the word. You can't.
You
I
can
don't.
update it,
I'm not
you
going to
can
agree with you
update
that
it
now.
to
I'm
taste.
not. I'm
Just
not.
a little bit.
Well, no, we're not going. We ain't going there.
Just some things. I didn't say everything.
Why would we update the Bible?
Why wouldn't you update it? You
Well, what we
update your Rolodex. You update
But we
the
don't.
phone,
No, we
you
don't update the
your
Bible.
calendars.
What we gonna say to? No, we not gonna go there updating the Bible.
Why not? Why wouldn't you update some stuff? It's just like you updating.
What we gonna say? It's okay. It's okay now to sit there and be a prostitute. Hosea in the Bible.
I mean,
Hosea
they
and
was
Gomer.
prostituting in the Bible.
Well, that's the greatest love story though in the Bible.
okay.
Book
So
of Hosea.
why wouldn't you update the story?
What we gonna say now? Jesus in the Bible, he's a good whore.
I'm the best whore when I'm one.
Well, I'm just saying, why would we put these in? Why would we change the Bible?
Why wouldn't you?
No, I don't
You
think.
update everything else.
No, I think it's blaspheming.
We went from vinyl to CDs, from CDs.
Come on,
to
the word
streaming.
is the word.
That's update. Like
And I
update.
think I know you know
We
better.
went from
I know you know
Pinto,
better.
and I do, but I do.
not. Barrington, we're not gonna go here.
Why are you throwing that man's name out there? I'm sorry, Barrington. I didn't tell him to say your name. Why are you throwing that man's name out? I'm not trying to be controversial. I'm just saying some people's views would say you would need to
I just don't
update
see
certain policies.
I
in
don't
that
see
Bible.
why anybody should change the word of God.
Did it really come from him, or was it written by somebody else?
Who do you think it's written by?
Who do you think is was it King James? Was it him? Who wrote it? If we gonna go there,
Well, so you don't believe in the word of God?
I didn't say that.
No,
Don't
you
put
said,
that
that's
in
what
my
you're saying.
mouth.
Well, no,
I don't put that in my mouth. I asked you a question.
Radio audience.
I asked you a
this
question.
man, listen here. If you out there, you, and just you, this man is
too.
saying that
I never said
the word,
that.
we should change the word of God.
I didn't say
Well,
that.
I think he means the
I didn't say that.
the translation.
Thank
you know,
you, Tabby.
as
They
it
got
relates
different
to
they got-
Thank you.
He need to go to the new life.
Well, yeah.
And you might need to go over there with him.
Listen, I ride over there with G.
Ain't my fault
so-
you back there in
That's
baby
okay. Guess
boomer
what?
age.
But that's okay. I'm living by the word of God.
Are
And
you?
yeah, every living word.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is.
We'll have a conversation afterwards.
We ain't gonna have a conversation with you.
Okay.
So
Is. By faith.
That's the BS that I have to deal with from my boss.
No, we talking about the word of God.
And-
You ain't gonna
and-
come on now, Holy Ghost. We just had God move in here.
Oh, he always moves.
he
That's
do.
why I'm able to do what I'm doing, because he's moving. My thing is that we'll have some people that would agree with you that say some things that need to be like maybe reverbed or refreshed.
or the application of
Or the application of
of the
Why don't you mean by the
principles.
But
application?
of course, you
Well,
would
'cause-
say that because you're stuck in your ways at 110 years old. And
Well, that's
okay.
fine. You know why?
You know what I'm saying?
He said he'll do a good thing in my life.
He's done great things in
Yes.
your life. Look at all your. Look
Oh,
at
he
all the
gave me
best.
my flowers.
He gave them to you.
While I'm yet living.
Why are you here?
Where you yet living? Oh,
'Cause
wow.
I just want to give
That
the
was an old one.
obituary. I just want.
I don't want you to be there.
I just want to give.
You
it
can't
a
even.
funeral.
I'm gonna make sure he don't come. You either Tabitha. I think you on team. You come to my funeral. Thank you, ma'am.
Well, Well,
You can drop
we
a
want
bar,
you to
too.
be around here for a while, so we're not gonna
Well, I'm
plan
too ignorant
any
to
of
go
that.
for anytime
The
soon.
only bar that's gonna be dropped is you in that grave, baby.
Babe, ready to go.
There you
Is.
go.
You ready right now?
I
No,
am.
he's
If he
not.
swooped down and said,
If
I'm
he
ready.
say, Lord, take me.
Yeah, I'm ready to.
Take me as I am.
If
But
my
I ain't
ticket
really,
is
but I ain't
punched,
ready. I'm ready, but I don't want to go though. Right now, I got some more stuff. I got some more stuff. I got.
Right.
I got some more.
So you're
souls
not
to
ready.
take.
Just
Come
put
on.
me in the
Yeah.
wheel.
Woman,
Whole glory.
Yeah.
Got some more souls to take.
Soul save, child
Oh,
save,
souls
soul
to
save,
save.
plus a
Okay.
life. Ain't that the word say?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's still trying to save your soul.
My soul is saved.
Please forgive me for changing the conversation.
Right. That's the antics I have to deal with every time I bring him on here.
So that's why, Mr. Barr, so you see why I can't go by what he wrote?
Okay.
Because he writes these things when I'm coming on here, and it's not going to be the same topic,
Regardless.
regardless. Thank you.
You gonna really think people think you're an alcoholic or something, and it's not cute.
I wouldn't give a hot crap. I
That-
drank one time my old good life, and my evangelist friend, thank you, God bless, Evangelist Cynthia Cravens out of Long Beach. She said, she said, come on, demon, get out of here, no alcohol, demon. I had one drink, one
Look
time,
at the judgment.
and I
See,
was
she
sick.
judged. Come on, demon, get out here.
But she did. It was a demon in me. Drank that one shot of liquor. I was spinning around on the floor and like hollering for my mama too. I was like about 25, 26
Okay.
years old. I said, I'll never drink again.
And you never did again.
Never did again.
That's
good.
dope, bro.
Never did. I never smoked a dope or nothing like that at all.
I love that.
I questioned it
But
sometimes.
I am naturally high. But I got to come here and deal with this foolishness early on a Saturday. Good morning. I did. I had to drive through the rain,
Are
the
you gonna fire
storm.
me again?
Huh?
Are you gonna fire me?
You always fired.
Oh wow.
But I'm here.
You here?
See, this is what I'm saying. That animosity goes towards the wrong individuals, but that's another story.
Another show for another day.
show for another day.
I do apologize once again, radio and TV land, for this man putting me up to this foolishness this early in the morning.
I
Good
actually
entertainment.
You could have said no.
If I would have said no, see, he allowed me to be on his radio show. In his fancy shows, he don't allow me to be on there.
What
Not the
fancy
fancy
shows?
ones.
You on the TV now?
Well, when he had that whole big production, thank God, Chris, you do a great job. I can't be on those teams where
wow.
he get dressed up and stuff like that. I could wear my good hoodie and hats and tennis
You
shoes.
don't dress up.
But he didn't allow me to come
You
on
don't,
the
even,
show.
you don't activate your curl.
So,
activate
are you
nothing.
feeling-
You just jump on with a hat.
Am I what now, ma'am?
I say, are you feeling some kind of way that he distinguishes where you can come?
That's why God said you buy your own TV station.
Oh wow!
your
I
own
love
studio.
that.
Because when other people close the door on you, he said, you got your own door.
Got your own doors.
But then again, I got doors for him to come in too.
Absolutely.
So yeah, and I was always
That is
out
so
here.
magnificent.
And I do. I said that's why I got people like G. So don't worry about it, G. You got that, but you over here with me too. I got you. And he's on Cluster TV. You can check Candid Conversation
so
with
huge.
Gee,
on
I'm gonna
Cluster
need your
TV.
expression to stop.
Uh-huh. But see, he comes. He don't know what I'm going to say to him. This is my good friend. I love him. I talk to him all
Candidly?
the time. I love. Look how he look.
Oh,
He's like a little innocent little
Not
child.
side, no, he looking side-eyed.
Can we continue with the conversation?
I would like to let the audience know that this is my last day at Cluster Media. I'm turning the reins over. You can have this shit. I'm good.
You talking to Tabitha?
I'm talking. You can have it.
Okay.
Run it. It's yours. Because I don't like being singled out. And you, Darrell,
Yes, sir.
with a go-go stick.
Oh
Okay?
wow.
I'm not, I
So-
don't like that.
Okay, sir.
Don't be doing that to me on live radio.
What
Like I don't do shit for this place all the time.
what are you talking about?
I'm gonna finish out the show because I'm about ready to go.
Yes, sir.
I'll leave Cluster since the Lord and gave you a place to open.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Never
Just-
a dull
you
moment
just
on
remember
Candid
who-
Conversations
just
with
remember
G.
who got the number one talk show on this station. You remember that when I leave.
So-
Don't try
This
to
has
got
been
your thoughts
another
now.
episode.
Don't gather
I'm
them.
reading my
Don't
reading my
gather
text
them. Read
messages.
them. Read them. Anyway, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, so the judgment thing is real. I guess it's kind of broad because people do a prejudge all the time. It's not intentional. It just
Right.
kind of happens. Like when you meet people like for the first time, you're like, oh, you know what? I thought you was this,
Right.
but you're not that. I tell people that all the time. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I thought you was this, and I apologize. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? But
Because you had limited information.
yeah, it was like, okay, your reactions are different. You're a different person. You know what I'm saying? So I apologize. But yeah, we do it all the time. And
Yeah.
I think I was in the space where I had to learn not to do it.
Yeah, and when to do it, right? How
Yeah.
deep to go with it. Because, again, when you're looking at stuff and you're going to be judging, that's part of the human experience is to take in information and then to, figure out what you're going to do with it, which comes back into judgment. You know what I'm saying? I look at you and then I might think you're mean or I might think you're nice. I take in some information.
You look mean.
I take in some information. Then I translate it to, whatever I think is, fit the situation based on my experiences and how I look at stuff. And last time I saw, I was in a room and all that other stuff. But like you said, Darrell did touch on talking about people's lifestyle, judging something that has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Right? How you choose to, express yourself, dress, and things like that. That really has nothing to do with me, right? It doesn't stop me from living, doesn't stop me from being who I am. So what difference does it make what I do?
You'll be
and all that
amazed
stuff?
at how many people really focus on other people's life. Like, what does that have to do with you? Like, is it stopping you from paying your rent?
Right.
Or eating dinner at night? Like, why are you so consumed? And I think that's why a lot of people are consumed with celebrities. Like, why y'all worried about what's going on with Candy and Tamika and them?
Like escapism.
Right, like
Yeah, escaping from your stuff.
You know,
it's like,
it's
okay,
escapism.
well, I'll go over here and I ain't got to worry about my stuff. I can judge these people and
Absolutely.
don't know nothing
That was
about
a bar.
them.
That was a bar.
That was a bar. Okay.
Oh, okay, she got a bar right there.
She dropped the bar.
She did. I don't know. I just ask, like, before, now that I ask myself and I ask God to show me, hey, listen, can you take that spirit away from me? Because I used to do it really bad way back then when I was like a teenager. Now it's gotten way better.
Yeah, because I think as you get older,
With the help
you
of therapy.
start to, with therapy, and then just kind of looking back on it, again, you start to realize, what does that have to do with me, right? And you start looking at how you can make your life better. Unnecessarily all up in your yard if I need to, do some landscaping over here. Start practice on that. So I think that's definitely one of the gifts of getting older,
It is.
a little wiser,
Yeah.
looking back on some stuff.
I do kind of agree with Darrell 100%. Like, I just don't care.
Right,
I just don't care. Like, what does it have to do with me?
right.
I don't care. Okay, well, let's just wrap this thing up. We're going to run into the last topic here, which was family secrets.
Ooh.
Why do families feel the need to hide their secrets and situations? Now, I've come to a conclusion, right? I know a lot of people in families. I understand why people can do it for people outside of the family, right? You don't want people to know you're financially struggling outside of your family, or your own food stamps, or your sister's.
Why? 'Cause you think you're gonna be judged.
Because you're going to be judged immediately, right? But it's the family secrets inside of the family that get me. Like, let's say we're a family, and I know that Darrell smuggled $30,000 from Tabitha. You know what I'm saying?
That was a
Like,
very specific secret.
but I know it. You know what I'm saying? But y'all don't know it.
Right.
And then she found out about it, and then the rest of the family like, well, it's just like, why are we hiding it in the immediate family? Why do you think family hide so many secrets or protect people in their secrets? Anybody can start with that. I don't care.
I think that sometimes you just feel like, is it everybody's business, right? I mean, where do you draw the line on information that I know that's relevant to more than the people that's affected by it?
I think it depends on the secret.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It depends on the information on what the secret is. So I don't know. I think that's a rough one because, again, maybe I don't want everybody in my business. It's not necessarily that I'm doing something quote unquote wrong, but it may not just be again, everybody's business, right? No matter what the incident is, right? I know you used one about smuggling money, or
That was just an example.
no, but I'm saying something on that. How is that somebody else's business outside of the people that it happened to?
I just use that as an example.
No. But I'm just
Yeah.
saying. So, but if you insert that into whatever the event is,
Well, yeah, like I said, it's the level of the secret. For instance, I know that Tabitha is a crackhead. Now her health is at risk. Now I got to watch her. Something happened to you. That invokes me to take care of your child or whomever in that immediate family. Like, I would want people to, like, we got to have some kind of intervention. We need to stage something so she can fix herself. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that. Like, why would you not try to fix and help your family? That's your family. But
Well,
they
but
have to want to be helped too.
that part.
But at the same time, your decisions affect the rest of the family. It's a trickle down. So if something happens to you, I got Gabby here. That's if I was immediate family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna take care of that baby if you gone? Like, nah, I gotta because you're not telling me that you're a functioning drug addict, and then something goes off and happens to you. I think your family should know that. Like, Miss Barb, listen, Tab got a problem. Okay, we need to stage an intervention or something. Right. She's spiraling. Like, I don't know what to do.
Right.
And as a family, we should be able to come to you and say, hey, we noticed this. Are you going to try to get this under control? Or are you just going to continue to live your life, and if something happened, have you put something in place for me to take care of your daughter, take care of your finances, get such and such ready? Have you put that in place? You're going to probably look at me and think I'm crazy.
I am going to look at you and think that you're crazy, because you are crazy if you're coming to me from that perspective. But, I mean, when you say the family needs to know, the family, I mean, it can be the immediate, it can be the brother, it can be whoever. The assumption is that the family is going to be able to influence my behavior.
I mean, I would think the family should be able to kind of.
Why? Okay, when I did it, the family wasn't influencing my behavior. You know what I'm saying? So the family knowing something that I'm doing, if it's not impacting them, right? Now, when you say that, okay, if you pass away, then somebody got to take care of Gabby. If I get hit by a bus, I pass away, somebody else take care of Gabby. Mm-hmm. So what's the difference between the impact on something like that? Let's say if I do have a drug problem or whatever, if I'm not stealing your money to feed my habit or whatever, I'm maintaining my own habit, I go to work or functioning drug addict, as you say.
I think it's out of love for me.
It could be out of love, but at the same time.
I mean, I'm not finna sit here and let my family members tank if I have some kind of power to help. You know what I'm saying? And if I have to kind of go to my sister, I don't have any sisters, but if I had to go to my sister or aunt or Aunt Ella or whomever or cousin Skeeter or whoever, hey, it's not looking good. What do you think I can do? This is not me trying to tell your business. This is me trying to figure out a way to help without harming. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I know this ain't working for her. I need to do A, B, and C. What can I do? What do you think I can do? Do you think I can talk to her directly and she receive it? Do you think I need to bring some inside help? What do you think I need to do? Because I don't want to lose my family member. Darrell, you ever been in a situation like this? I know you got a big family. So when things like that you may have seen happen in your family, do you feel like you wanted to intervene or you just didn't care?
Oh no, our family's pretty strong. We don't intervene with stuff like that. And like, we know everything was going on in our family as well.
Yeah.
Like, I have like 14 siblings and maybe about 17. It's 17 of us. My mom adopted. So we never had to the point we hide secret. Everybody know everything. We just don't talk about it. We don't talk about it outside the household.
Right.
We just discuss it and just deal with it. So we don't go out there saying, "Oh my God, he's doing whoop-de-whoop-de-woo." Like, going my nephews, I can talk about it with my sisters, and I tell them what's going on, and they'll respect me for that talk. I say, "Oh, yes, I did tell them what's going on, and I told your mother what you're doing too."
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like I'm gonna hide. They gonna know. So when you did something in the family, everybody in the family gonna know because you did it. So why we have to whisper about it? So we're gonna talk about it, and so
I love that.
So we do talk about it. So it's not like we're gonna keep it a secret within the family. So why do we have to whisper? No, you are my sister, my brother, my niece, or whoever. So everybody gonna know what happened. This is what such and such did. This is why he went to jail. He done stole from somebody.
Absolutely.
He got killed from stealing jewelry at that store. But that was his own fault. It wasn't the store owner's fault. He went inside and broke in that store.
Right.
It's your fault.
Right.
So this kind of stuff happens. So we don't, to the point where we don't like defend. If you're wrong, you're wrong.
Right.
So we don't defend when people are wrong in our family. We sit there and say, no, it's their fault. We ain't gonna grieve. And sometimes I wouldn't even go to their funeral. If you don't sit there and did something wrong, and I haven't been to several of my family members' funerals. I mean, they were wrong.
Right.
Like, I had a sister who drank herself to death, but that's what she wanted to do. So why am I fly back to L.A., go to her funeral when you drank yourself to death? Because you knew that's what you wanted to do. So when you chose to live like that, okay, I ain't got time. Why don't I spend my $1,000, $2,000 to go to your funeral, and I ain't gonna see you anyway? You ain't know I'm here. Right. So I'm okay with that. So that's how I feel about certain things. If you said if it was a situation you died from cancer or something like that, I'd probably show up. But if you died from robbing somebody shot you, oh no, I'm not going. I don't even have sympathy for you like that. To the point that you knew better. So you definitely knew better. So
I love the open dialogue within the family, though. Like, you can sit here and literally say, A, B, and C is happening. I'm going to tell your mother, and I'm going to tell your dad, and this is what it is, and we going to work it out, or y'all can fix it on your own. I love the openness of it. I think that's how it should be.
I think when you do that too, it kind of kills the fear and embarrassment. There's a lot of shame.
Right.
And so a lot of family secrets, I think people keep them because they feel some sort of, you know what I mean?
Right.
Shameful.
How's it going to affect me? Because like even G, with your example, you were saying, you know, I don't want this family member. I don't know, you know, it's going to hurt me if something happens to you. So.
And I feel like I'm still here. I could have done something, maybe prevent that. Or,
right.
Yeah.
And so there's really like a lot of feelings you're having. You'll feel guilt. I'll feel guilty if something happens to you and I knew something about it and I didn't say
I
nothing.
didn't share nothing.
You know what I mean? I'll feel bad if something. I love you. So is it more about you
Me or them? Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And so I feel like so a lot of time with family secrets is because the family, they're thinking more about themselves and how
That's a
it
good
may
point.
affect them than
Versus
the actual person. And then sometimes that person knows that, and you can't hardly. Sometimes we have a hard time articulating how we feel because, again, going back to emotions, so many times we can be desensitized because boundaries haven't been set and people have crossed boundaries. You know what I mean? And so I just love this whole topic of conversation today. But
Yeah.
I'm just tying it back to having that open
Right.
conversation
Oh,
with
yeah.
families who do that. I think it's because they don't want you to feel embarrassed. You know what? He did it. The Joker shouldn't have did it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not going to feel bad. I'm not a thief. He's a thief.
Right.
You know
I
what
like
mean?
that.
And he shouldn't have did it.
Yeah.
So it emboldens families. It gives you the strength to not be shamed.
I
If we
agree.
can just get rid of shame
I agree.
and
And
having fear.
embarrassment. Yeah, it's
Right.
the fear and embarrassment.
Yeah, something scary.
The pride takes over, and like,
Yeah.
okay, we have an established family. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to us, G, about the
family is
established family, honey.
and we have this, and we can toot our nose up and do this. You know, we can
We're
do that.
royal.
We're there,
That
and then
wasn't
if
supposed to
something
happen to
happens,
us.
oh, that's not supposed to happen
That
to
didn't
people
happen
like
to us.
them.
Absolutely.
But why not? They're human.
That
I used to feel
judgment,
that
huh?
way. That was
It's
not
the
supposed to happen to
judgment of
us.
it all.
Goes back to
Yeah.
that judgment.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's really weird. I'm sitting here like, okay, but I love that whole dynamic where you can sit there and you may not like it that your
Right.
son is a thief or
That's
addict or
right.
whatever, but let's talk about it and see what we can do to fix it
Absolutely.
or get him in a place to fix it without shame and embarrassment within the family.
Right.
I think
Talk to us.
I think it happens when it comes outside of when the people outside of the household get attached
Yeah.
to it.
Right. What are they gonna think? What
Yeah.
are they gonna say?
Like what is
right?
that? And I'm like,
Oh,
well,
man.
first of all, who the hell is they?
Talk to us.
That infamous
Is that a
day.
group? Is that a group that
What's,
we don't
what's
know
going
about?
on with they, honey?
Illuminati.
Peanut
Yeah,
gallery.
and I love people like you and you and Darrell who just like, I don't care. I don't care. And I think it takes strong people to get to that.
Yeah.
I don't care part. Like you got to have a middle to say, I don't care.
Right.
Because we got other things that we care about. Right?
I agree.
More things.
Yeah.
More
Yeah.
important
I think
things.
it gets a little bit hectic when people start protecting the molesters in the family or the people that stole from each other. It just gets a lot there, and I'm like, why are you protecting that person? If you know that they're touching your niece, nephew, son, why are you protecting that? Why? Or if they're stealing from you, why are you protecting that? Yes, it's family. It may hurt for you to put their behinds in jail, but they did it. So this is what it is. I hate that. I hate that, but I love the dynamic that you were willing to have the conversation with the family to try to put a narrative on it. Like what can we do to fix it? Get it better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think that's where we were talking about when it impacts others, right? If you're stealing from somebody and you're doing some other stuff like that, but I think there are some scenarios that it may just be between me and Darrell, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not the whole family. So, yes, a secret in the sense that we're the only two people that know. But again, if it's something that I don't want shared with others, not anything that's necessarily, again, anybody else's business, you know. But, you know, when it comes to the stealing and the things that do affect others, that's a whole other ball game. So,
It's a terribly different ballgame. Listen, Y'all have been great. Darrell, you're amazing. I don't care how much you cuss me out. Tabitha, you're amazing as well. But I want to go ahead now. This is the part of the show. I turn it over to my Chief Perspective Officer, and she is going to give us this edition of Tabby's 2 Cents. Tabby, take it away.
Hey guys, another edition of Tab's 2 Cents. Just want to kind of go in. Earlier we talked about emotions and all that good stuff, and I really wanted to make a distinction that we know that there's a difference between emotions versus your feelings, right? So your emotions are something that we all are born with respect to, if you have a life, you have emotions because you have a way that you translate items. Your feelings are those translations of those emotions, right? How deep you go with it, how it makes you feel, that's the personal part of it. Once you're dealing with the feelings, which are subjective, right? We both can have the emotion of joy. But then my translation, my feeling about the joy and how I express it is going to be uniquely to me. That's going to be something that's specific to me and how my beliefs, how my life experiences have colored how I feel about a certain event. Within knowing the difference between what's driving your emotions versus what's driving your feelings about something, you want to make sure that you're always, again, taking into consideration that feelings usually comes from a history of your personal experiences, your personal beliefs, your personal way that you look at how things are happening and events, how people are, approaching you and things of that nature. So when you're dealing with the emotional side of things, you're dealing with that part of the human process that, I'm going to have joy, I'm going to have sadness, I'm going to have happy, I'm going to have all those arrays of what you go through with life and how your body and your mind projects and experiences items. But your feelings are what kind of takes it down a whole different road. Sometimes your feelings can get in the way of you processing emotions, right? Those feelings that have you maybe depressed, your feelings of not worthy, your feelings of just how you're looking at something from a colored perspective on it, meaning that I'm looking at it because I feel this way about it as opposed to what it really is, right? Something can be an event that in is emotional event such as like death, right? But your feeling about it and what you take from it and what you do with that is what makes it goes into a whole other direction. So make sure that as you are, navigating life's emotions and this human thing that we do call life, where you're going to have your emotions, you're going to have things that you respond to. Make sure that your feelings are what you really have control over. That's the one thing that you can do regardless as to what type of emotion, what type of event that comes about. Make sure you're controlling those feelings. Make sure you're checking your feelings. Make sure you're answering to your feelings. And with that being said, that will be Tab's 2 Cents for this Saturday.
I love the Tab's 2 Cents. They're so amazing. Thank you so much, CPO.
Thanks, Tab.
Appreciate that. So this is
2
the
cents.
yes, I love that. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna give the guest the opportunity to plug their information, where you can find them, where you can utilize services. So Bars.
Appreciate you.
Yes, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Tab, for having her on.
Thank you, Barb.
Tell them folks where they can find you, any upcoming events you got going on, where they can follow you and see what you got going on.
Okay, thank you so much for the opportunity again. I enjoyed the conversation. It was truly candid and beautiful at the same time. But I am Barbara Spear Norwood. That's where you can find me on Facebook. On Instagram is I_am_bars_2020. And it's the same on Twitter. I do have a performance coming up in Ohio, Canton, Ohio, April 15th. So if you're, if you happen to be in Canton, Ohio,
we
come
have
and check
Ohio
me out.
listeners.
Absolutely, and that's with the Ironclad Battle League. And so, again, thank you so much for the opportunity today.
Absolutely. Captain Darrell Davis is celebrating 10 years.
And Darrell Davis is quitting this show today.
He quits every week.
On here. Hey, on Sunday night we got a 3-month series, jazz series, right here at the Cluster Radio Studios called Stolen Moments. And tomorrow night, April 2nd, the runner-up Avery, I can't think of his name, the saxophone player from America Got Talent. He'll be here.
Wow.
Reagan Whiteside, we got Manny, the percussionist. We got all kind of concerts going on. Check it out. Go to Eventbrite, look up Cluster Live Studios and major concerts going on.
Wow.
So a lot of big things going on here at the studio. So welcome. You can check out some of the movies that we were in. Meet the Snows, Under His Influence, and if you ever want to look at Trina Braxton?
Mm-hmm. Celebrity Mom.
Celebrity Mamas. Yes, that's what it's called. And you'll see us, some of our studios live in here, live studio. So we're all over. We shot a couple other movies here this week. So.
And Cap, can anybody utilize these services?
Anybody, if you want to run the studio, hit us up. Go to Cluster Live Studios, go to clusterradio.com, or Cluster Live Studios. Go to Cluster Live Studios, hit us up, or give us a call here in the studio. I don't know the number, so you can call us at 404-457-8513. It's 404-457-8513. The number to call if you like to rent the space for your TV shooting, your podcast, or a small event, something like that. We're live for you right here at Cluster Live Studios. And you can follow me, Captain Darrell Davis, on all platforms. Yes, and I got my blue check. We should have talked about that.
Yeah, we got a few minutes. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, we do.
We got a few minutes. So, Darrell,
I wonder why we got off the radio. It's like 15 minutes left.
We just kind of wrap up a little earlier. So tell us, Darrell. So we're going to insert something real quick for y'all. So now the Instagram platform and Facebook platforms have allowed normal people to get blue checks.
Well, I'm not a normal person, first of all. I'm taking that normal person.
Get that straight.
So for a low fee of $12.95, you can get $14.99 depending on which platform.
On each platform.
Okay.
Either platform.
$14.95 a month, you too can have a blue check.
But you got to be invited.
Okay.
Not necessarily.
So it's not just about spending.
I don't know. Everybody can't get on it. I can't get on all my platforms.
Both of my pages got them, and I don't have a large following like you.
No, I don't have a lot. But see, I went to all the other. It was something different. They send you something.
I got it.
You got an email from Meta Verified. Mm-hmm. So if you get an email from Meta Verified, I mean, probably because you post so much too.
Yeah.
I think it's how you do. You post a whole
frequency.
And you post a whole lot, and then say, okay, you got to be an entertainer. When you post a lot, if you post a lot, that's when you start getting asking questions. I know people.
They ask.
Yeah, but some people don't. I mean, because you got to send your copy of your driver license in, so you're not just going to get out there. They verifying you. I say for the sake of who you are, because some people get their Facebook page, Instagram page hacked. You can't get it back.
That?
I think with that, you'll be verified. I think they'll stop it. I think that's where it's going with that, because some people get so you're paying for
I didn't think about that.
So that's why only reason I paid for it, because because Robert got his page hacked, and you can't get it back once you get it hacked.
Yeah,
that's not over.
So but if you verify with your driver license stuff like that, they can look at you and say, okay, that's not the person, so we can get your page back to you.
Oh, okay.
So that's one of the reasons. I know other people say
I didn't even think about that reason.
Yeah, so that's the reason why I have it. You have a whole business, because I have pages I can't get to that other people have started up not on my behalf, on their own behalf. So if you get the blue check, it's basically sitting here solidifying who you are. So just in case they try to go in, the hacker go in and change your stuff, here's my picture ID right here. Because they'll take, they say you'll take a picture of yourself right there, and they'll ask for your social security card or something like that. So I think it's really good to have, if you're in the entertainment business, which you are, G.
Yeah.
And I mean, everybody is here at the table. So to keep yourself safe, I mean, it's worth having.
Check it. Okay.
Yeah, what's $14.99? We spend much money on just smoothie.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I spent $20 on both of them joints.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So I think it's worth it to have verified.
I didn't even think. Thank you for putting that part out. I didn't even think about that.
Oh yeah,
I was
everything
thinking about it for the popularity sake of it.
No, it don't bother me. Then again, so you will get more, like you say, you will get different guests. You sit there and say something on a celebrity page. You see a check. Say, okay, he's real.
Right.
That's
They'll know they know who you're a real individual. Then they'll reach back out to you.
That's a good one.
Because you had that blue check, not because. It's not to say, well, I'm trying to do it for status. No, you're doing it because I look for it as protection.
No, I like
on
that.
social media.
Yeah, I'm glad you cleared it up, because I'm not gonna lie, the first thing I thought about was like, okay, they're giving people the opportunity to be popular now and get a blue check. I didn't even think about it from the verification standpoint of like hacking and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
that's good.
But some of the people in the previous, prior to doing all this, they're paying like $500 to $1,000
for their check.
Yeah, so now you're only paying $14.99 to get it, and
see, I didn't even know they were paying for those checks.
Oh, of course.
I thought they offered it to them because of their status.
No, because I mean, I even tried to get it before for my radio station, and it was hard to get.
Yeah.
So, but they said, well, you can pay this much. I said, I ain't paying that for that. But for $14.99, I said, it's reasonable. I can afford that.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, if somebody got, a lot of people I know got hacked recently, I said, okay, let me stop myself from getting hacked.
Yeah, it was worth the investment.
It is. It's worth
hack protection then. Okay.
Yeah, it's worth. I think it's worth the investment to do it. I mean, it's not for no. I think, like you said, you seen the clip of that little guy talking about some people doing it. It can't afford it. They talk crazy about it. They can't afford it.
You're right.
And a lot of people can't afford $14.99 is a lot of money to some individuals.
Now it is.
It really is. 'Cause you say, dang,
That's gas.
it is gas or something.
2 gallons.
That's all right. That's 2 gallons more than I had before.
Yeah. So yeah, but I think, I mean, hey, you got to get it. Get it. I mean, it's worth it.
Okay, so y'all heard the cap. It is more than.
Would you think you'll get it now? Think about it.
I may, because I didn't think about
too.
the
I never thought
protection
about that.
standpoint. Like, I don't have that many followers. I'm gaining
I
as
mean,
the show progresses.
But I think I have
But-
like on that page. They have, of course, Facebook is easy to get 5,000 followers, and on my the particular page is under Jazz Beats Radio. It's only 1,700, but those are strong followers too.
Yeah.
They're serious followers.
yeah, I
Now,
like strong ones.
Yeah, if these 1,700 been around, they ain't dropped off at all. I mean, if I could go out there, I could go buy some more followers, add to the pot like everybody else.
Oh,
But it's okay though. People do it for but I mean, but hey, now you can get, if you want to. You say, hey, I got 200 followers. I still want to get me a blue check so that nobody steal my page.
See, I like that. That would be me.
Mm-hmm.
And I love when you said too, when you see the blue check, you know that's that person.
Right.
So I like that feeling like this is the real, like I'm really talking to
Right.
this person.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so I like that.
But yeah, I say, hey,
I
okay.
didn't even look at. Thank you for
Me
that.
either.
Yeah.
Because we
That
talked
was
about it
good.
earlier this week, and I was making fun of him. Of course, like, oh,
Until
you
you
done
would've
bought your
never
blue
considered
check, huh?
Oh no, I look
would've
at
Bought
never
you some
considered it.
status.
Yeah, I'm like, you done bought
Yeah.
your list. He's like, no, gee, I bought it for that, and we didn't even get to.
But
the
no,
point
I
where he
do.
said
Everything I do, like I said,
He do it for a reason. He's a
I don't.
business
Yeah, I ain't got time
person.
for all that.
Yeah, it's not for the
foolishness.
attention.
No,
It's really
I don't
to-
need no. I got enough attention.
to accomplish goals.
Right. No, I know how to get attention, but
Right.
the blue check is perfect
Better
for
talk to them.
to verify, keep my business and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So yeah.
yeah, I love that.
But so yeah, so you guys, if you want to go out there and get it, think about it, and if you want to build your followings up, go out there. If you're gonna buy followers, make sure it's the right demographics.
Yeah, that
Yeah, don't want anybody over there in Ethiopia or Dubai where they're not gonna ever listen to you or
Right.
follow you and stuff like that. Make sure you say, hey, I want this demographics,
a
because
good
you
point.
can. People buy them all the time, but buy some who
just to
gonna-
have the numbers.
just add the numbers.
Wow.
Okay.
Just add the numbers because they try to do things with it. So just add the numbers.
Yeah,
9 out of 10 they buy numbers and likes.
Wild.
social media has come to a point where you can buy your status to a point to where you have so many followers you can buy them,
Right.
so many likes you can purchase. So anything is the dollar, almighty dollar, you can do anything with.
But you know what, Cap, like you were saying, let it
Uh-huh.
make sense though. So you want the numbers, but if you got something, so you want to have the demographics where they're going to actually utilize your service or
Right.
purchase whatever
Uh-huh.
you're selling.
Because some companies look at your number and say, okay, let me look at his number and say, well, you only got 1,000 followers. That's not a lot of people. So he said, well, I'm not. They said, well, I'm not going to invest in him. But if you have like 20,000 followers, say, okay, we give them a chance, stuff like that. But I never had that problem because it's a radio station and they organic followers. So I never had to really have to worry about somebody
organic.
telling me no. You don't have enough followers. I said, well, I got 5. Well, technically I do. I said, well, I just show you my other numbers at the radio station. Social media, it's not where it's at all the time. I mean, it's good to have social media. Some people use it for their advantage. So
Good
Yeah.
stuff.
That's a good thought. So if you want to be in the business to get you a blue check, you too can own one for $14.95.
$14.99
$99 a month. So
$99.
$15
Basically
a
$15.
month if you want it on both platforms. I think you can get it for $8.99 on Twitter because he making them buy blue checks over there too.
Oh, thank. I don't even use Twitter.
I don't use Twitter
I
either.
don't go on Twitter. I think I have a Twitter. I don't know.
Yeah, so for Facebook and Instagram, you can get you a good old check mark, blue, and it's you, and you're verified, and they send in the action for real documents. So if you
Yeah,
do
you
have
do.
a large amount of
Yes.
following,
That's dope.
you won't lose it.
Yeah, you got to send your copy of your driver license in, front and back.
Okay. You didn't get scared of that part though?
I don't get serious stuff like that.
Okay.
I don't. I mean, I know how to handle anything.
The only
like
reason
that.
why I asked that is because recently I just had like all of my credit cards frauded and hacked, all of them. And I was like, wait a
Sorry to
minute,
hear that, brother.
people in Russia are just charging on my card. And I'm sitting here like, what? So come to find out, and I didn't do this, but I was finding out that these frauders now, they will literally call your phone with the ID of Capital One, American Express, and say they're from the fraud department, and they're not. So they'll say, I just had this happen. So they're like, yeah, you just recently had some fraud on your account, and it had Capital One on the number. When I read, I'm like, okay, So do you recognize these charges? And I'm like, no, I don't recognize these charges. And well, I need you to, this is the man talking. So I'm from fraud. What I just give me the card. No, well, you have the card number, so you tell me
Right.
what card number it is.
Because you called me.
You call me. And they will not call you. They'll alert you text first or
Right.
email before they.
Right.
I said, tell me what card it is.
Right.
Well, we don't have. But you just read all of this information to me. So what's the card? If you don't get the hell off my phone, so that they will literally call you and have their number described.
Yeah, they can mask it.
They mask it as one of the major credit card companies, and they will coerce you into giving you the number off your card, and then they going in and then they just racking up.
Hey,
Be careful. They've gotten a little smarter.
they're scams.
But the real companies will never reach out to you on the phone. They will either send a text or email and ask you to verify the charge first.
Yeah.
And then, but if they call you, they out to get you.
Yeah,
Find
and if they
information.
asking you for the information,
Yes.
again, it's one thing I call you
Yeah.
and then you tell me to verify it, but
Right.
you call me, which means you should already have the information
In front of
because
you.
that's why you called me.
That's right.
I was like, tell it to me. He couldn't say nothing. If you don't get off my phone,
That's just wrong.
I played around one time where they took
Yeah.
call, where they used to do the scam about your social security number or whatever. And it was like, so can you verify your social security number? Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
right? Do what you want with it.
Exactly.
All right. Tab, tell
Yes.
these folks one last time where they can find us if they want to listen.
Guys, please download the app. Download us at ATL Talks Radio. Download it on iHeart. You can download it on Google. You can download it on Apple. Any one of those. And make sure you take us with you as you listen and enjoy your day.
Yes. Also, make sure you download the Cluster TV app where you can find shows like this and many other great content that Cluster has put out on demand, ready for you to watch at your leisure. And Darrell does have live broadcasts. I'm sure he'll be going live this week with the jazz concerts.
Tomorrow, tomorrow, Loans by Tam have a show at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and 8 o'clock tomorrow night is Stolen Moments with American Got Talent.
Hosted by who?
Miss Reva Blue of
Reva Blue.
WCLK.
I love
River
saying her
Blue.
name.
Yeah,
Reva Blue.
She'll be in the studio tomorrow night.
Yes, Reva Blue is so nice. So yeah, if you're in here in the area, you want to get the tickets still out. Get your ticket. Come out.
Eventbrite, they have tickets.
Get your ticket. Come out and enjoy your night of jazz. And it's always a nice setup in here, so you guys will have a wonderful time. For my YouTube audience, please make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and hit the notification bell, because we're going to be bringing you some great content soon on this platform and the Cluster Media platform as well. You'll see these episodes if Darrell still have me on the platform.
I thought you quit.
He might fire me.
He did quit, didn't he? And he threw the FU sign up and everything at me. In
I
front
did
of
not.
on the TV
I did
camera.
no such thing.
He did. He quit, didn't he?
I did not. Baby, we gonna find the edit. Blame it on the edit. We gonna see. We gonna
It's on
find
there.
it. It ain't in there.
It took me for a loop there.
It
Uh-huh.
ain't in there.
It ain't in there. I ain't
It
see
ain't
that.
It ain't in there.
It took me a back.
I
Come
see
on.
he lying like that. I'm just playing. Listen, thank y'all so much for joining the Candid Conversations today. It was an amazing show. I love when my guests come through. Darrell, thank you for being the clown.
Thank you so much. I
And,
enjoyed myself as usual.
Yeah.
Tabitha, thank you. Bar. Drop that bar.
Yeah, you want to
I am that. You
Oh,
feel me?
she is that ball.
No, I can't say
I
it.
am boss.
Yeah, so
You are so crazy.
I love you though.
it was a wonderful show today. We'll be back, Tab. When we coming back on?
We'll be back on Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, on ATL Talks Radio. Make sure you download the app, and I normally send a lot of people the link, but download the app because we need the downloads in the app. Just make sure you do that for another tantalizing episode of Candid Conversations with G and Tabby.
Yes.
So thank you so much. Make sure you surround yourself with positive Make sure you surround
Those
yourself
people.
with positive, like-minded individuals and protect your mental energy, because that is healthy. And until next time, in the words of the great Jerry Springer, take care of yourself and each other. See you